have a toast, mate. We finally got here, man. We finally got here. I wish I could cry, man. We tried so hard for a striker, you know, respectfully. Betted on Jesus, betted on Ketia. Marino's been up front. Who else is there? You know, some of us tried to do the Martinelli up front stuff. Kai Havertz. And now we've got a striker. Christmas has come early. I didn't know Christmas was in July, but a toast. Literally poured more than I can handle. But Gyökeres, the least I could do, man. You done everything to move here. I could sold you this. All right. Damn. Anyways. Wow. Arsenal in the process of completing a deal to sign Gyökeres after taking final steps in negotiations with Sporting. A deal in principle is in place with the agreement of 63.5 million euros, which equates to 54.8 million pounds fixed upfront fee. Oh, 50 odd million upfront. All right. Lacazette kind of fee. Hopefully he's not Lacazette kind of player. We didn't even replace Aubameyang. In add-ons, while the striker's agent has waived his fee to help facilitate the deal. Don't worry, we're going to look after the agent. There's some money there for you. We owe you a couple of million quid. We therefore owe Gyökeres a couple of million quid. I think every Arsenal fan owes Gyökeres a pint, if I'm honest. Talks have been prolonged by Sporting President Federico Varandas, refusing to accept what Gyökeres believes was an agreement to leave this summer for 60 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons, people. That amount is exceeded by Arsenal's proposals, and they have now made formal advances over terms of the switch in a bid to close the proposed transfer. Gyökeres has not returned to pre-season training with Sporting, amid his desire to join the Premier League club, and a 5-year contract is lined up. The 27-year-old Sweden international emerged as Arsenal's preferred target to recruit a specialist centre-forward and prioritise them over all other suitors, while Mikel Arteta wants him to join the squad at the earliest opportunity. Amazing stuff. We'll get back into the Gyökeres stuff in just a moment, but you would have seen several people talking about Mosquera, actually. I just want to scroll all the way down because we're going to read the Athletics one, people. We know Madueke is doing his thing. We know we're getting Gyökeres. We're all well aware at this moment that Norgard, Kepa, Zubimendi have also joined, and we're making headwinds with Zubimendi. I just want to scroll through to the end where it said, attention will soon shift to outgoings, with players such as Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira, Kivior, and Reece Nelson all potential departures this summer. Trossard also has an uncertain future in North London amid talks over a new deal. Now, the Trossard one ain't making sense because 1 minute new deal, then you're leaving. I don't really know what's going on with Trossard, if I'm completely honest with you. A bit more on the Gyökeres thing. The Guardian understands that the agent involved in the transfer will not receive a customary commission, typically about 10% of the deal's total value, clearing the way for Sporting to receive a larger upfront sum. If Arsenal had met Sporting's initial 70 million euros asking price under standard terms, the Portuguese club would have netted roughly 63 million euros after fees. Under the new arrangement, they'll receive slightly more without losing a cut to intermediaries. Tensions between Gyökeres and Sporting have grown in recent weeks as he has made no secret of his desire to leave. Big up there, President. Just put my striker in the bag, man. And I mean, look at, I am not going to stop doing this. You know, Arsenal have 0 major trophies under Arteta, but don't try little man us. Last time I checked, did we not win Invincibles? Come on, stop. Don't try and rain on our parade. Cool, you got to be fun at parties, innit? If this was a party, there's gal in the sundresses and the braids and that, there's drinks and that, the DJ spot on, and you're coming and starting trouble. Make the bouncers kick you out, man. Get out of here, man. Paper chaser, go chase some paper, man. Don't shit on our parade. Fuck out of here, man. He's built for the Prem. He's literally built for the Prem. Bully. And look how he's talking. I'm not going to stop this propaganda. I've been starved of this. Look how he's talking, people. Even if it don't work, it will work. We're going to pray for you, Gyökeres. We're going to support you. Look how the man's talking. I'm definitely one of them when asked if he's one of the best in the world. It's difficult to rank me, but I'm at the same table as them now. What I managed to do at Sporting, I'm convinced I can do anywhere. You haven't seen the best of Gyökeres yet. But Jesus weren't talking like that, man. When I hear the way Raya's talking versus Ramsdale, when I hear the way Lewis Skelly's talking versus certain man saying they can't concentrate at left back, Zinchenko, bit of out of context with these things, of course. You know, I love Gabriel Jesus. Scoring goals ain't one of my strong points. Even Havertz talked a bit more boastly about scoring goals than Jesus. And now look, stop the kumbaya thing. We need killers. This guy is a killer. Look at what he's done to make this move to Arsenal, and you think he don't want to crash it in the back of every opposition's net? I don't care how he does it. And I've said this before. Of course, I want to see who doesn't like bangers and screamers. It's the when you watch this guy's highlights, it's the unglamorous finishes that attract me, because that's what Arsenal struggled with. We just need a player like the box is all congested. He might buy a yard of space, shift it onto his left foot, bang, we're gone. 3 points. It's the unglamorous finishes. You look at half our players, like, yeah, they might score some very good goals, but they're not doing this. You look at the majority, who would you not describe as clinical players? It's a bit cloudy because we're also going to talk about strikers and wide men in it. But Mohamed Salah, Bukayo Saka, Erling Haaland comes to mind. These kind of guys, of course, they all score great goals and their highlights are amazing. But if a man is getting 20 plus goals throughout a season, the vast majority of them are just simple finishes, and it don't matter how you do it, just put the ball in the back of the net. I hope his first goal is a header, though. Aye, man. And again, this tweet is maybe a bit silly, but I think it's right. He said, made his agent forgo his fee, went to war with Sporting, forwarded calls from Man United to his voicemail, dumped his girlfriend, let go of his own salary. Gyökeres is not coming to take part. He's coming to win. Come on, killer. We're not here to make friends. We're here to win things. The here we go is imminent for Gyökeres to Arsenal. It can come at any minute. Arsenal started exchanging official emails with Sporting to complete the transfer, says Romano. Remember this when Gyökeres is at the Emirates. He played here for Brighton, funny enough, against Bukayo Saka. Full circle moment, really. The Emirates Stadium with the Arsenal shirt in his hands. Gyökeres did everything possible to be an Arsenal player. He tried in every way to make it happen. And again, you know what's mad? Yeah, I've said all these youths that a lot of people fancy Sesko. That's why they wanted him. That's why they didn't want Gyökeres. The guy's blonde blue eyes. You lot go fancy him. And he left his girl. Don't worry, Mikel Arteta is definitely gonna find you a missus. Because since we've got into this trying to win the Premier League, feels like everybody's getting in relationships, everyone's settling down, and now, boy, Gyökeres, don't worry, bro. New beginnings, bro. New beginnings. What I have achieved at Sporting, you're in London as well, and you get paid, and you're a good-looking fella, boy. You're gonna get Jones, bro. What I have achieved at Sporting, I am convinced I could achieve anywhere. You haven't seen the best of Gyökeres yet. I hope so, bro. But, we've had a lot of foreplay, no penetration where winning the Prem's been concerned. Big up Perry Groves. My sources tell me, I'm not making this up, Gyökeres was a Gooner as a little kid. He's always supported Arsenal, and it's been well documented that he wants to come to us. Even more reason to support Donny. He's going to bag on and off the pitch. He definitely is. Big up your agents as well. What's his name? Hassan. Big up you, man. I assume you're Turkish. Shout out the Turkish brothers out there. North London has a big Turkish community, so it's almost romantic. But apparently his agents landed in London to seal the details. Make it happen. I'm cool. When you don't want to announce it. I know he's arriving. Ben Jacobs did say we're expected to pay an initial fee of 63.5 million for Gyökeres with a further 10 million add-ons. We've gone over the commission stuff. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Arsenal and Sporting, big up hand of Arsenal. You got the streets. Arsenal and Sporting will exchange the legal documents to finalize the transfer of Viktor Gyökeres. Final standard occupational bits remain. The player's medical is being arranged this week. Arsenal expected to make another offer for Mosquera. The player has respectfully made it clear to Valencia Arsenal's the destination. See, when we come for your players, they're rolling. Arsenal and Wanyeri are close to an agreement on a new contract. Dortmund provided him with a Bellingham route. What? Because he's light skinned. But there is confidence he will sign on the dotted line soon. Reece Nelson has received a lot of interest from top flight clubs. The winger is thought to prefer a London club if possible. Regarding Fabio Vieira and Palmer, reports regarding them are wide of the mark. You know what the saddest thing is? I wish I could. This isn't how life works. But I wish I could wave a magic wand and Reece Nelson shows us the potential he was supposed to have had. And, I hope he reached that. And Gabriel Jesus can score goals and Martinelli could actually stop doing things at 100 miles per hour. Unfortunately, we can't. I don't want to, a part of me don't even want to give up on Nelson, I'll be real, but it is what it is. Romano also said Christian Mosquera to Arsenal. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with formal steps to follow. 15 million euros plus add-ons, total package under 20 million euros. Long-term deal in place. Mosquera only wanted medical ready later this week if all goes to plan. For me, if there is one area, Mikel Arteta, and I'll say this, I've had many concerns about Arteta. If there's one area of this football pitch that I have no concerns about Arteta's ability to improve players, it's defensively. Whatever you have to say about Saliba, bro, under Mikel Arteta, he's in those conversations about being wavy and good and all of that. Gabriel Magalhaes, the one that walked into what he is now. You get it. Ben White, everyone, oh my God, 50 million on someone that played 1 year of Premier League football. Now look at him. Crazy. The work put into the Zubi announcement video, you just know Glock 9 video going to be insane. 100. Big up, Jay. You're always here, man. I remember times when we were signing Kolasinac and Mustafi. Now we're signing players that are the best available in their position in Europe, with these same players wanting to only join Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Exactly. Hey, Arsenal, we bring us the league, man. Come on, man. Bring at the minimum, bring me the FA Cup. If you really want to make me happy, bring me the champs. I want the champs above the Premier League. I can die a happy man if we win the Champions League. That keeps me up at night, you know. Sometimes it sounds mad. Sometimes I randomly watch until the final 13 minutes. Arsenal versus Barcelona in Paris. I think, what if? Yeah, and yeah, big up Noni Madueke. Madueke. You know what? Fuck it. We're getting behind you. You're wavy now. You're wavy. Noni Madueke will undergo a medical at Arsenal on Monday ahead of his 52 million switch from Chelsea. Sorry, I just 52 million madness. But the Gunners are also look to be eyeing up a move for Crystal Palace's Eze as the next target. Arsenal and Chelsea are in agreement for the transfer of the 23-year-old Madueke, with a 52 million deal close to being completed for the wide man. Personal terms over a 5-year deal already in place. I just want to say this, yeah. I just want to say this. I could be wrong, but I think it's very naive if you think he's gone from Chelsea to Arsenal, 23, signing a 5-year deal, England international, and he's saying he's staying on 50 bags a week. He might be on 60. He might be on 70. He might be on 100. He might be on 55. I just think it's a bit mad. But anyways, yeah, again, Chelsea won the Club World Cup. No one don't care about that. Long story short, Madueke is doing his medical and putting the final touches on such people. Gyökeres is landing. Is what it is. Madueke is left-footed and prefers to play on the right, a position occupied by Saka, but he's also capable of playing on the left and has featured there recently for the Blues. I'm not going to lie. Big up yourself, Madueke. The Club World Cup, it was stinky. The cameos off the bench. Maybe even your last one for Chelsea was a bit, nah. So yeah, man, Madueke is landing. Apparently, we're looking for Eze. With Madueke set to follow suit, Arsenal also have eyes for another attacking man in Crystal Palace's Eze. Funny enough, completely off topic, but Liverpool have been linked with Mateta of Crystal Palace. I don't know if that has ramifications. He's not that bad, people. Mosquera's transfer reminds me of how we got Saliba from Norway. He's a big talent. The most epic video would be with Tom Hardy, but that would be dreaming too much. They should use Gabriel, though. Gabriel has to be in the announcement video. I'll be real. I don't think Arsenal will make a better announcement video than the Declan Rice one. I'm not saying they won't be good, but yeah. David Ornstein said earlier today, Arsenal are working to complete a deal to sign Valencia centre-back Christian Mosquera. Personal terms are in place with the 21-year-old, turned 21 last month, I think, and the two clubs are close to reaching an agreement. The North London side were working on a deal to sign Mosquera with a defensive signing a priority this summer. Obviously, we didn't get Viktor Gyökeres in January. We didn't get Dean Howson in the summer. We've got my man a lot cheaper. Arsenal have been active in the transfer market. Again, we know we've got Kepa, Norgard, Zubimendi, Madueke. It's fair to say he's an Arsenal player. And I'd extend that to Gyökeres. I'd extend that to Eze and Rodrigo, or am I counting my chickens before they hatch? 9 days until the Milan match. Let's hope Glock 9 is done by then. Even by our standards, what a name, Robert Mugabe. Even by our standards, you'd imagine that would be done, man. You'd imagine. Arsenal see Mosquera as ideal cover for first choice centre-back pairing Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. They previously looked at Dean Howson before he left Bournemouth for Real Madrid. Saliba, in brackets, 51 appearances last season. Gabriel, 42, played the majority of games in centre defence last term. With Kivior, Timber, Ben White and Calafiori in the backup options. Tomiyasu, whose Arsenal career was plagued by injuries, made just one appearance last campaign due to a recurring injury. I think my hot take is, I think Tomiyasu, there's something in his personal life. I hope I'm wrong, and this is just a footballing thing. I don't know if he struggled to adapt in London. I don't know if there's been something, loss and whatnot. I think there's something more to that, because I know with his injuries and whatnot, and I'd still reckon he'll sign for a European team. I just think there's something there. Coventry retain a 10% sell-on as part of Viktor Gyökeres' imminent Arsenal move. It was initially 15%, but they sold back 5% to Sporting at the start of the season, and Brighton have a 15% sell-on clause. So, Brighton are eating from this. Coventry are eating. Sporting are eating. You lot can eat. We hope he eats goals in it. Mosquera, in a similar situation to Gyökeres, told Valencia he will only go to Arsenal. One man, hey, that's being silly. Valencia offered a new deal twice in recent weeks. No chance. He is not extending. He wants to go to Arsenal. He wants to go now. Let's wait for these conversations to continue between Valencia and Arsenal. Mosquera is expected to become a new Arsenal player in the next days. We're lit, man. We're lit. This is what we do. So yeah, man, Mosquera is apparently set to sign for Arsenal. We're closing in on such. Once again, the Daily Mail have, maybe everyone's just mentioning it, but Eze is high on our list of targets. Whether we get that is another thing. I'll leave that to you lot. The fee for Mosquera will be just under 20 million euros, as Hand of Arsenal was said there. Ranieri's new deal at Arsenal can be sealed in principle this week. Arsenal believe progress made over the weekend was significant, with all indications positive at this stage. Too much good news, man. There's got to be something bad coming in it. Like, maybe I'm just a bit nervous in that regards. There is a lot of interest from top flight clubs in Reece Nelson. The player would prefer to stay in London if possible, so that means you're staying at Fulham. Noni Madueke will complete his medical at Arsenal today. As things stand, the announcement is planned for Tuesday. That is being said by Florian Plettenberg on behalf of Sky Germany. Completely off topic, but we're apparently going to face Championship side Watford in a behind closed doors friendly, as we tend to always do on Saturday, just hours before we fly out to Singapore. Everyone's going to sleep good on that plane, isn't it? So yeah, it is what it is. Kivior could leave Arsenal this summer. Are we letting Kivior go? I personally don't want to. I want you to be part of the squad. I can just imagine there's a reality that you say, listen, Gaffer, I've tried my thing. I want to leave now. I want to go play first team football. Arsenal remain interested in Rodrigo. Believe when I see it. Liverpool apparently want him as well. Arsenal set to formally offer Ranieri new deal, says Sammy Maltbell. Talks over fresh terms are set to accelerate in the coming days amid a will from all parties to reach an agreement. Yeah. BBC Sport understands the offer will be a new 5-year deal, or 4 with an option of a further year. That's sounding a bit like guesswork. While there has not been a definitive breakthrough, there is growing hope a deal can be reached, with negotiations reaching an advanced stage. He played 39 times last season and got 9 goals, and we've been crying about, oh, he's not even playing and all these things, myself included. I've been frontline at that. Trossard will be sold to help balance the books at Arsenal. They'll demand 20 million. Fair enough. You need to get me another winger. What are we saying to this, people, so far? Kepa, Zubimendi, Norgard, Mosquera, Madueke, Gyökeres. What are we putting that out of 10, people? And if we didn't sign anyone else, what would you lot say? If all goes to plan over the next few days, Arsenal will have made 6 first-team signings before the start of their pre-season tour. That has never happened before at Arsenal in 23 years since the current transfer window system was introduced. What do you lot make of that? I mean, we heard the club said July, we need to calm down. But I don't talk, just shh. So yeah, 3 out of 10. Damn, 7 out of 10. Eze makes it 8.5. Harsh, man. He even forced to move to United like Chido Obi. DG rates Kivior now. He's saying he can roll with them and the gang. I hear it. Well, what do you want me to do? Be an idiot? I didn't rate Kivior's thing. I didn't think he was a terrible footballer. I didn't rate you. I did not rate you. I didn't rate you like that. I didn't rate you, but you showed me why I should rate you. What do you want me to do? Still not rate him? I rate Kivior. I never want to see you play left back. I still think you're